Trees are a little bit like children. You're not meant to have a favourite. But if I had to choose a favourite tree from amongst the over 3,500 trees at the Royal Botanic Garden Sydney, it would probably be this tree. It has wonderful flowers in the summertime, followed by remarkable fruit, and comes from the Northern Rivers area of New South Wales, where it's now rare and threatened in the wild. This is called Syzygium moorei, the Coolamon or Durobi tree. It's currently covered in buds. These buds are going to burst soon to reveal fluffy watermelon coloured flowers. Now if you look closely, you'll see that those buds are coming directly out of woody branches. We call this type of flowering rhamniflory, and it's relatively common in rainforest plants. This tree comes from subtropical rainforests of northern New South Wales and up to just the southern Queensland border. It's now endangered in the wild. It was part of a huge expanse of lowland subtropical rainforest that was known as the Big Scrub. It was 75,000 hectares, and there's only about 0.14% of it left growing in isolated and disjunct populations. Luckily, Syzygium moorei survived the clearing of those rainforests, but there aren't many left. It's named after the longest serving director of the Royal Botanic Garden Sydney, and his name was Charles Moore. He was director from 1848 to 1896, and it's quite possible he was responsible for bringing the trees here to the Royal Botanic Gardens in the mid to late part of the 19th century. It's a type of lily-pilly, so you might be familiar with some of the lily-pillies that are sold in horticulture, often as hedging plants, but this is a very large tree, so it can grow 25 to 35 meters. And like other lily-pillies, it does have an edible fruit that follows the flowering. It's large, it's white, it's amongst the largest fruit of any lily-pilly. And apart from the clearing of rainforests, another reason that this plant may be so rare today is that there aren't animals around to eat that large fruit and distribute the seeds. So there's isolated pockets of these trees left in the wild. Some people have speculated that the megafauna, which went extinct around 20,000 years ago, may have been the seed distributor for this plant, or it could have been the dwarf cassowary, and fossils of the dwarf cassowary have been found in the area where this tree grows today. So once the flowering starts in full, you would not be able to hear a word I say, because this tree ends up full of rainbow lorikeets. So you might hear this tree flowering before you even see the flowers.